welcome back to the next video in the series of this video series. It's going to be about 3, maybe 4 videos. I don't know, we'll just have to see on time. I'm timing myself this time. So basically today we're going to be adding some more elements to our existing graphic, which is then going to be looking like something like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to use very similar tools. It's probably some of the exact same tools. We're going to be using the warp, we're going to be squishing, we're going to be squashing. I'm just Mike. This is Keep On Creating. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. It really helps the channel out. But right now, let's just jump straight into the tutorial. Let's do this. We have got a file open here and we are going to start creating some of those lightning bolts that you've already seen from the preview I've just shown you. Now, I haven't created this yet. I'm about to create that little image. So let's start off with, I'm going to go and draw rectangle. So get your rectangle tool, M, or it's this little one over here. Just 2 seconds. Okay, so I just had to turn on my keystrokes so you could all see them down here. So I've got my rectangle tool, M, and I'm going to create something along those lines there. I think a little bit thinner. Okay, Alt click drag with my selection tool selected. Do the same, Alt click drag, Alt click drag. Okay, so I'm left with something like that. So all these steps here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off one of these nodes here. So I'm going to get my pen tool, P, and I'm going to hover over that node over there. And I'm just going to click to minus it. And I'm going to do the opposite to this one here. I'm going to do this inside one over here. I think I actually want to do that the other way around. So I'm going to undo. I'm going to do this side here and then this side here. So just get that minus. Yeah, that's what I want there. Okay. So with all those selected, I'm going to unite them. So I'm going to go over to my Pathfinder, hold down Alt, click on the unite, and then click on expand. Now it's just that one object. What I am going to do now is I am going to rotate this this way. So I've got my rotate tool, hold shift, and it just snaps to that 180 or 0 degree axis. Now let's have some fun with this. So we're going to go up to effect and we're going to go to warp, and I'm going to go, let's go arch. Okay, so you can see it gives it that really like buzzing lightning bolt. It's got some dynamism, you know what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna do something, let's do something like that there. That's cool. Okay. And then I'm just gonna hit OK. So I've got 52%. I'm gonna round it up, give it a nice square number, 55%. So just mentally trying to remember that number. And I'm going to go object, expand appearance, and you can see how that is now gone from what it was over here. So you can still actually manipulate these little bits if you wanted to. You can manipulate them. I don't want to manipulate them anymore, so I'm just going to object, expand appearance. It is now set. Okay, so I'm going to select that, drag it to our artboard. We can't see it at the moment, so I'm going to hit my swatches, and I'm going to make it this khaki color that we've been using. Right, so I'm going to rotate it, give my R, I'm going to pop it over here. You're thinking, woo, that's huge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. I'm going to get a bit clever with this one because if I want to try and squish this, it's not going to work very well. So another way I've discovered how, if I want that to be a vertical squish, so basically I want to squish it from where my cursor is over here and I want to squish it up that way. So I just go M, create another little rectangle or what, yeah, it's just a square. So it's the same color. I'm going to hold, I'm going to get my pointer tool, hold shift, select this shape that we've just done, go to my shapes over here, your Pathfinder, hit unite, and then expand. Now, if I go E, it makes a square box. So it's completely changed the way it's gone from you having to try and manipulate it from, let me just go back, from this side here. So I would have to could only squish it this way. I want to now squish it, oh Lord, it's gone wrong. So now I can squish it this way. And that's exactly what I want there. So if I want to bring it in there slightly, bring it in here slightly, I can rotate it some more if I want. So it's kind of like that. I do want to kind of like something over there, a little something. Okay. And if I wanted it to even drag it out a bit longer, that's cool. So something along those lines I think is pretty cool. Okay. So we've got that first shape there. Now, I also want to roughen up these edges, and we could use the distort tool if we wanted, but I'm quite a big fan of using the brush one we did. So I'm going to go open up our brushes, so up to window, let's drop down to brushes, Okay, that's the first one that we use. I'm going to use 2 different versions for this. So I'm going to go artistic and paintbrush, open up those. Just going to expand this window over here. Okay, so I'm going to give it that brush for this one. I want another version of this, but I'm going to go, let's go 0.5, 0.25, right? That's cool. So just as touching that, I'm going to go Command C, Command F, and I'm just going to flip it over. You could just hold the Alt button if you wanted. And I'm going to now select another version. So if you want to go crazy and use one of these ones down here, I mean, there's plenty to choose from, whichever ones you feel like you like. Let's just go for this one here. Okay, because now they're two different styles. What I would like to do now is, because this isn't right to the edge, you can see there's my actual line there. I want to expand both of these. So I'm going to hit Shift, select both, expand appearance. I can see it goes nuts. I'm going to ungroup these, so Command Shift G. I'm going to do that twice. And I'm just going to go to my Pathfinder, unite, expand, and do the exact same for this guy over here. So Command Shift G, G, and then go unite and expand. Now it's nice single objects. So I'm going to bring this one here. I'm actually going to bring that one. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to copy that. Okay. I'm going to select this one over here. I'm going to go Command F. And I'm just going to drag it down slightly, almost like we're giving it a shadow, but we're not giving it a shadow. Then I'm going to select our underneath one from this side, and I'm going to hold Alt, and then just minus that front one. So we've basically created a bit of a shadow dropping behind that one manually. Now there are 2 different colors, so I'm just going to select both of them and go and select, oh, that is our color there. Yeah, that is our color there. So that's the color that we're going to end up with eventually. But, of course, what we need to do is to keep in line with all these distressed versions over here. I am going to distress these. So I'm just going to drag a copy over here. So you Alt drag off the page. And let's see if this will work, whether I need to scale this down a bit. So I'm just going to see which one I've got. So bring up my graphic styles, not my appearance, graphic styles. And let's try this one first. Okay, I want a bit less than that. Maybe even less than that. Yeah, that'll be cool. It's not going to be too overpowering, so we'll take it there. Okay, something like that. Yeah, that's cool. So what we need to do, exactly the same as we did in the last one, we're going to select our image. We're going to go Object, Expand Appearance. You can see how you just start rolling with the same command. So it's all about creating that shape, and then what are you going to do with that shape? You're going to distress the hell out of it. Okay. Okay, so basically I'm going to go there, expand. Then we're just going to delete all that for now so I can see what I'm doing. So that's that one. And that's that one. And what we did with the last one, we actually just going to ungroup this. I should be able to select just how much white have we got in here? We've got a lot of white. Okay. So if I go, and I know these ones were all changed to white and we deleted that background. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all the same white. So just go select same full color. It's going to select all the same white there. That's not the same white at the moment. We've got another white. I'm going to lock that. Okay, so Command 2, just in case. So I thought that this white here was actually going to be the same as the white we had in the previous one. This one still needs to actually be expanded. So expand appearance, image trace, okay. Just zoom out, expand again, and just delete that there. Okay, so I'm going to select this white color here. So get my direct selection tool, this one over here, and I'm going to select this white, and I'm going to go select same full color, and I'm just going to go delete. Okay, so that's all gone. So now we're just left with that single color there. I'm going to select both of those, make it a cream color. I'm just going to group it for now. It just makes it easier to move things. So I can just grab like this corner over here, grab it sort of where I want it over there, okay, and there it is there, hidden behind. So I'm just going to go quickly, Apple X, take those 2, delete, Command F. Okay, so now we're left with our distress bolts, and they're on the page. Now what we need to do, we need to add some text flowing around this thing. So we can, I'm just going to select both of those. I'm going to even squish it even more. I'm just going to squish it like something like this. Okay, and then I'm going to get my text tool. I am actually just going to use this text over here. So I'm going to Alt drag this, just bring that onto the page, make sure it's on the front. Okay, And let's just type in DTM. Cool. I am going to outline that quick. I've got my saved copy over there, and I'm going to ungroup, and I'm just going to take these two. I'm going to take all three letters. I'm going to scale them down. Hit E. Okay. Alt drag and hold shift and just scale it to where you want it. So somewhere like there. Take the D and the M. Okay, with my pointer tool. I'm going to put the D over here. Pop the M over there. Just move that T up a little bit, so somewhere like sitting over there. That's cool. Okay, so those the D and the M are lined up, and the T is a little bit down. Now we can just do some full graphics on the side here. So I'm just going to get my rectangle tool up again. Quickly just draw like a block over here, a block there, and a block there. No, this isn't Adidas or Adidas sponsored video. I just stalled there for a minute. I'm just going to do that there. Okay, cool. And I'm going to manipulate these a little bit. So I'm going to take in this edge here. I'm going to take in that edge there. Whoop. So I'm just getting my direct selection tool, and I'm just taking that node in. So I'm just selecting the nodes. And if you wanted to, we could add a little point over here and just drag that in to make it a little bit different. Okay. Now, and let's try use our distress tool again. So we're going to go up here, distort, transform, and we're going to go roughen. We're going to have to do this very, very lightly. So we're going to have to get that. I don't know if we push the detail up a little bit. Let's push it to 1. So even that's just click on smooth, go okay. Yeah, just to roughen it up a little bit there. Okay, so select all three of them, object, expand appearance. There we go. And I'm thinking maybe we should just rather do it something like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If we wanted this little graphic, this one here, to sit in the middle of those two, just simply select all three, go to your alignment tool, and use this horizontal distribute center, and you'll see it goes boop, and pops into the center, and that's kind of what we want there. Although everything's out of line and everything, that's what we're doing. Okay, so group those, get my flip on the axis tool, which is this guy here, my reflect tool. Right now, the little node is right in there. So sometimes this is why I just find it easier just to simply go alt drag it over here, get my rotate, my flip tool, and just flip it over here. Okay, rather than trying to find that tool and go, where is it? I can't see that blue little dot. Yes, you can change the color of the blue little thing, but who wants to go change preferences now? Who wants to change their preferences? Okay, cool. So we've got those ones there, and time-wise we're on there. Right, so the last two little things I want to do here, let's put some text running on the bottom over here and maybe a little bit at the top over there. So let's get our text tool up. I'm going to type in, nope, let's not do that. We're going to go over here and let's just type in do not fade. Okay, so that's that one there. And I'm actually going to alt drag this, drag it up here, make sure it's on the front. Come on, shift, close square bracket, make it white, scale that down. And we're going to go typing up here, keep on creating. If I could type faster, I could do more stuff. Okay, then I'm going to get my ellipse tool, so L, and I'm going to click and drag around here somewhere. Okay, let's just flip those around. So Shift X, so we're flipping the stroke and the fill. Then I'm going to take this text here, and we're going to have to scale this text down because it's way too big at the moment. So go up to your font size, I just rotate my mouse wheel somewhere around there. I'm going to cut that. So come on, X. Okay, what happens then? You always end with a little naughty little text sitting over there, and it'll irritate the hell out of you. So I'm going to delete that. So just remember that. If you just cut it, it's there. That's why I normally copy and I come back and I delete that text later, because otherwise I forget it's there. And I'm like, where the hell is this text on the page? Okay, so it's selected on that loop. We've done this in the past. And I'm going to, so it ended up over there. Let's make it white. Remember, let's center it. Find that T over here and flip it upside down. Just rotate it to the right position. Okay, make it text a little bit smaller, somewhere on there. Bring up your text tab, and then we're going to adjust this baseline over here. So I'm going to bring that out. Something like that. A little shimmer like that. Shimmer like that. Rotate that in. Let's just do, I want to do our little dots. Cool, so something like that. Okay, and then one last little thing is let's just change the color of these two things here. And let's make them the khaki color. And then we are gonna go, while we're here, I'm gonna unlock all that quick. And I'm gonna change those to the same color as well, just to start breaking things up so it's not all the same. Right, hands off the keyboard. And there we have it. We have a point on the design where you could basically go use that design as it is. If you wanted something a little bit more simple, then obviously use the first version that we did. If you want a little bit more to it, you can use this version. Or whatever other elements you've added into it. And then obviously the next stage is we possibly will add a ribbon on the bottom. I do want to do a video where we create our own brush so we can add our own sort of customized stroke around the whole thing. Maybe even warp that design, deny a little bit in or something. Yeah, there's lots of possibilities. So that's something is either going to be 3 episodes or 4 episodes. I'm not quite sure unless I do a long version on Sunday and we do it live. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. We should do a live video. That's kind of like worrying for me. But anyways, we will cross that bridge when we get there. So with all that said, time is up. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment. Catch you awesome people on the next one. I'm out of here.